fair Hippolyta, our nuptial hour draws forth apace. 4 happy days bring in another moon. But, oh, methinks how slow the old moon wanes. It lingers my desire like to a stepdame or dowager, long withering out a young man's revenue.
4 days will quickly steep themselves in night. 4 nights will quickly dream away the time, and then the moon, like to a silver bow, new bent in heaven, shall behold the night of our solemnity.
Oh, Philostrate, stir up the Athenian youth to merriment. Awake the pert and nimble spirit of mirth. Turn melancholy forth to funerals. The pale companion is not of our pomp. Hippolyta, I wooed thee with my sword and won thy love doing thee injuries. But I shall wed thee in another key, with pomp, with triumph, and with reveling.
Happy be Theseus, our renowned Duke.
Thanks, Egeus. What's the news with thee?
Full of vexation come I, with complaint against my child, my daughter Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius. My noble lord, this man has my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander. And my gracious Duke, this man hath bewitched the bosom of my child. Thou, Lysander, thou hast given her rhymes and interchanged love tokens with my child. Thou hast, by moonlight at her window, sung with feigning voice verses of feigning love, and stolen the impression of her fantasy with bracelets of the hair, rings, gauds, conceits, snacks, trifles, nosegays, sweetmeats, messengers of strong prevailment in unhardened youth. With cunning hast thou filched my daughter's heart, turned her obedience, which is due to me, to stubborn harshness. And, my gracious Duke, be it so that she will not hear before your grace consent to marry with Demetrius, I beg the ancient privilege of Athens. As she is mine, I may dispose of her, which shall be either to this gentleman or to her death, according to our law immediately provided in that case.
What say you, Hermia? Be advised, fair maid. Your father should be as a god to you, one that composed your beauties, and one to whom you are but as a form in wax, by him imprinted and within his power to leave the figure or disfigure it. Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander?
In himself he is, but in this kind, wanting your father's voice, the other must be held the worthier.
I would my father look but with my eyes.
Rather, your eyes must with his judgment look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not by what power I am made bold, nor how it may concern my modesty in such a presence here to plead my cause. But I beseech your grace that I may know the worst that may befall me in this case if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die the death, or to abjure forever the society of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, question your desire. Know of your youth, examine well your blood, whether if you yield not to your father's choice, you can endure the livery of a nun. For I in shady cloister mewed, to live a barren sister all your life, chanting faint hymns to the cold, fruitless moon. Thrice blessed they who master so their blood to undergo such maiden pilgrimage. But earthly or happy is the rose distilled, then that which withering on a virgin thorn grows, lives, and dies in single blessedness.
So will I live, so grow, so die, my lord, ere I will yield my virgin patent up unto his lordship, whose unwished yoke my soul consents not to give sovereignty.
Take time to pause, and by the next new moon, the sealing day betwixt my love and me for everlasting bond of fellowship, upon that day either prepare to die for disobedience to your father's will, or else to wed Demetrius as he would, or on Diana's altar to protest for aye austerity and single life.
Oh, relent, sweet Hermia,
Ugh.
and Lysander, yield thy crazed title to my certain right. You have a father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. Do you marry him?
Scornful Lysander. True, he has my love. And what is mine, my love shall render him. And she is mine, and all my rights of her I do estate unto Demetrius.
I am, my lord, as well derived as he, as well possessed. My love is more than his. My fortunes every way fairly ranked, if not with vantage as Demetrius's. And, which is more than all these boasts can be, I am beloved of beauteous Hermia. Why should not I then prosecute my right? Demetrius, I'll vouch it to his head, made love with Nedar's daughter Helena, won her soul, and she, sweet lady, dotes, devoutly dotes in idolatry upon this spotted and inconstant man.
I must confess I have heard so much, and with Demetrius thought to have spoke thereof. But being overfull of self-affairs, my mind did lose it. But come, Demetrius, and Egeus, come. You will go with me. I have some private schooling for you both. For you, Hermia, see you arm yourself to fit your fancies to your father's will, or else the law of Athens yields you up, which by no means we can extenuate, either to death or to a vow of single life. Demetrius and Egeus, go along. I will employ you in some business against our nuptials and confer with you of something that concerns yourselves.
With duty and desire we follow you.
How now, my love? Why is your cheek so pale? How chance the roses there to fade so fast?
Like for want of rain, which I could well beteem them from the tempest of my eyes.
Ay me, for that I could ever read, could ever hear by tale or history. The course of true love never did run smooth, but either it was different in blood,
A cross, too high to be enthralled to low,
or else misgrafted in respect of years.
or spite. Too old to be engaged, too young.
Or else it stood upon the choice of friends.
Oh hell, to choose love by another's eyes.
Or, if there were sympathy in choice, war, death, or sickness did lay siege to it, making it momentaneous sound, swift as a shadow, short as any dream, brief as the lightning in the cold night, which in spleen unfolds both heaven and earth, and ere a man hath power to say, behold,
Oh,
the jaws of darkness do devour it up. So quick bright things come to confusion.
huh. If then true lovers have been ever crossed, it stands as an edict in destiny. Then let us teach our trial patience, because it is a customary cross, as due to love, as thoughts, and dreams, and sighs, wishes, and tears, poor fancies, followers.
A good persuasion. Therefore, hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt, a dowager of great revenue, and she hath no child. From Athens is her house remote 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only son. There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee? And to that place, the sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me, then steal forth thy father's house tomorrow night. And the wood, a league without town, where I did meet thee once with Helen, to do observance to a morn of May, there will I stay for thee.
Oh, my good Lysander! I swear to thee by Cupid's strongest foe, by his best arrow with the golden head, by the simplicity of Venus's doves, by that which knitted sows and prospers loves, and by that fire which burned the Carthage queen when the false Trojan under sail was seen, by all the vows that men have ever broke, in number more than ever women spoke. In that same place thou hast appointed me. Tomorrow, truly will I meet with thee.
Keep promise, love. Oh, look! Here comes Helena.
Godspeed, fair Helena. Whither away?
Call you me fair?
That fair again on say.
Demetrius loves your fair. Oh, happy fair. Your eyes are lodestars, and your tongue sweet melody, more tunable than love to shepherds here when wheat is green, when hawthorn buds appear. Sickness is catching. Oh, with favor so yours would I catch, fair Hermia, ere I go. My ears should catch your voice, my eyes your eyes, my tongue should catch your tongue's sweet melody. Were the world mine, Demetrius being baited, the rest I give to be to you translated. Oh, teach me how you look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius' heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Oh, that your frowns could teach my smile such skill.
I give him curses, yet he gives me love.
Oh, that my prayers could such affection move.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I love him, the more he hated me.
His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine.
None but your beauty. Would that fault were mine?
Take comfort. He no more shall see my face. Lysander and myself will fly this place. Before the time I did Lysander see, seemed Athens as a paradise to me. Oh then, what graces in my love do dwell that he had turned a heaven unto a hell.
Helen, to you our minds we will unfold. Tomorrow night, when Phoebe dotes her silvery visage onto the watery glass, bladed with liquid pearls and decking grass, a time where lovers' flights still conceal. Through Athens' gates have we devised to steal.
And in the woods, where often you and I, upon faint primrose beds, were wont to lie, emptying our bosoms of their counsel sweet. There, my Lysander and myself shall meet. And thence, from Athens, turn away our eyes to seek new friends and stranger companies. Oh, not granted thy Demetrius. Keep her, Lysander. We must starve our side from lover's food till morrow deep midnight.
I will, my Hermia. Helena, adieu. As you on him, Demetrius dote on you.
How happy somehow or other some can be. Through Athens, I am thought as fair as she. But what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. He will not know what all, but he do know. And as he errs, doting on Hermia's eyne, so I, admiring of his qualities. Things base and vile, holding no quantity, love can transpose to form and dignity. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore is winged Cupid, fainted blind. Nor hath love's mind of any judgment taste, wings and no eyes, figure unheeding haste. And therefore is love said to be a child, because in choice he's so oft beguiled. As waggish boys in game themselves forswear, so the boy love is perjured everywhere. For ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eyne, he hailed down oaths that he was only mine. And when this hailsome heat from Hermia felt, so he dissolved. And showers of oaths did melt. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight. Then to the wood will he tomorrow night pursue her. And for this intelligence, if I have thanks, it is a dear expense. But herein mean I to enrich my pain, to have his sight thither and back again.
Hey, Nath. Hey. Hey. Where is Peter? Hey.
I will tell everybody. Namaste. Is all company here?
You're best to call them generally man by man, according to the script.
Here is a scroll of every man's name which is thought fit. Through all Athens to play in our interlude before the Duke and the Duchess on his wedding day at night.
First, good Peter Quince, say what the play leads on, then read the names of the actors, and so grow to a point.
Mary, our play is the most lamentable comedy. Most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
A very good piece of work, I assure you. And a married. Now, good Peter Quince, call forth your actors by the scroll. Masters, spread yourselves.
Answer as I call you. Nick Bottom, the weaver.
Ready. Name what part I am for and proceed.
Bottom, set down for Pyramus.
Pyramus? What is Pyramus? A lover or a tyrant?
A lover that kills himself most gallant for love.
That will ask some tears in the true performing of it. If I do it, let the audience look to their eyes. I will move storms. I will condole in some measure. To the rest, yet my chief humor for a tyrant. I could play Hercules rarely or a part to tear a cat in, to make all split. The raging rocks and shivering shocks shall bereft the locks of prison's gate, and Phoebus' scar shall shine from far to make and mar the foolish fates. This was lofty. Now name the rest of the players.
Francis Flute, the knife grinder.
Here, Peter Quince.
Flute.
This is Hercules' Spain, a tyrant's Spain. A lover is more condoling
Francis Flute, the knife grinder. Flute, you must take Thisbe on you.
What is Thisbe? A wandering knight?
A lady that Paramus must love.
Nay, faith. Let not me play a woman. I have a beard coming.
That's all one. You shall play it in a mask, and you may speak as small as you will.
And I may hide my face. Let me play Thisbe too. I'll speak in a monstrous little voice. Thisbe, Thisbe. Ah, Paramus, my lover dear, thy Thisbe dear, and lady dear.
No, you play Paramus. Flute, you Thisbe.
Well, proceed.
Robin Starveling, the tailor.
Here, Peter Prince.
Starveling sat down for Thisbe's mother. Tom Snot,
Here, Peter
the
Prince.
tinker. Thisbe's father.
Oh.
Myself, Paramus' father. You. Loin part. You the loin part. And I hope here is the play fitted.
Have you the lance part written? Pray you. Give it me, for I am a slow of study.
You may do it extempore, for it is nothing but roaring.
Let me play the lion too. I will roar that I will do any man's heart good to hear me. I will roar that I will make the Duke say, let him roar again, let him roar again.
And you should do it too terribly. You would fright the duchess and the ladies that they would shriek. And that were enough. Enough to hang us all.
That would hang us, every mother's son.
I grant you, friends, if you should fright the ladies out of their wits, they would have no more discretion but to hang us. But I will aggravate my voice as gently as any sucking dove, and it were as any nightingale.
You play no part but Paramus. Bottom, for Paramus is a sweet-faced man. A proper man, as one shall see in a summer's day and night. A most lovely gentleman, like a man. Therefore, you must play Paramus.
Well, I will undertake it. But what beer were I best to play it in?
Why? What you will?
I will discharge it in either your straw color beer, your orange tawny beer, your purple in grain beer, or your French crown color beer. Your perfect yellow.
Some of your French crowns have no hair at all.
Oh.
Then you will play barefaced. But masters, here are your parts. And I am to entreat you, request you, desire you to con them by tomorrow night and meet me at the palace. A palace wood, a mile without the town, by moonlight. For if we meet in the city, we shall be dogged with company, and our devices known. In the meantime, I will draw a bill of properties such as our play wants. I pray you fail me not.
We will meet, and there we may rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Take pains, be perfect. Adieu.
At the Duke's Oak, we meet.
Enough. Hold or cut both strings.
spirit, whither wander you?
Over hill, over dale, through bush, through briar, over park, over field, through flood, through fire. I do wander everywhere. Swifter than the moon's fair nights out. The fairy queen to do her orbs upon the green. The cow sleeps tall, her pensioners be. In the golf court sports you see, those be rubies very famous. Those freckless live their savers. I must go seek some dewdrops here and hang a pearl in every cowslip's ear. Farewell, thou love of spirit, I will be gone, our queen, and all her elves come here anon.
The king doth keep his revels here tonight. Take heed, the queen come not within his sight, for Oberon is passing fell and wrath. Because that she, as her attendant, had a lovely boy stolen from an Indian king. She never had so sweet a changeling, and jealous Oberon would have the child knight of his train to trace the forest wild. But she, perforce, withholds the loved boy, crowns him with flowers, and makes him all her joy. And now they never meet, in grove or green, by fountain clear or spangled starlight sheen. But they do square, for all their realms fear creep into acorn cups and hide them there.
Either I mistake your shape and making quite, or you are that shrewd and knavish sprite called Robin Goodfellow. Are not you he that frightens the maidens of villagry, skim milk, and sometimes labor in turn? Bootless makes the breathless hussif turn, and sometimes makes the drink to bear no bar. Mislead night wanderers, laughing at their harm. The one that called Sweet Puck and Hobgoblin, you do their work and they shall have good luck. Are not you he?
Thou speakest right. I am that merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon and make him smile. When I, a fat and bean-fed horse beguile, neighing in the likeness of a filly foal. And sometimes lurk I in a gossip's bowl, in the very likeness of a roasted crab. And when she drinks, against her lips I bob, and on her withered dewlap pour the ale. The wisest aunt, telling the saddest tale, sometimes a 3-foot stool mistaketh me. Then slip I from her bum, down topple she, and Taylor cries and falls into her cuff. But room! Here come the fairies!
Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
Oh, what jealous Oberon! Very skip hence. I have forsworn his bed and company.
Tarry, rash wanton. Am not I thy lord?
Oh, then I must be thy lady. But I know when thou hast stolen away from fairyland, and in the shape of Corin sat all day playing on pipes of corn and versing love to amorous Philida. Why art thou here? Come from the very steep of India, but that forsooth your bouncing Amazon, your buskined mistress, and your warrior love to Theseus must be wed, and you come to give their bed joy and prosperity.
How canst thou thus? For shame, Titania. Glance at my credit with Hippolyta, knowing I know of thy love to Theseus.
Oh, these are the forgeries of jealousy. And never, since the middle summer spring, met we on hill, in dale, forest, or mead, by paved fountain, or by rushy brook, or in the beachent margins of the sea, but with thy brawls, thou hast disturbed our sport. Therefore the winds, piping to us in vain, as in revenge, have sucked up from the sea contagious fog, which, falling in the land, hath every pelting river made so proud that they have overborne their continents. The human mortals want their winter cheer. No night is now with him or carol blessed. Therefore the moon, the governess of floods, pale in her anger, washes all the air that rheumatic diseases do abound. And thorough this distemperature, we see the seasons alter. Hoary-headed frosts fall on the fresh lap of the crimson rose, and on old winter's thin and icy crown, an odorous chaplet of sweet summer buds is as in mockery set. The spring, the summer, the childing autumn, angry winter change their wonted liveries, and the maced world by their increase now knows not which is which. And this same progeny of evils comes from our debate, from our dissension. We are their parents and original.
Do thou amend it then, it lies in you. Why should Titania cross her Oberon? I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Oh, set your heart at rest. The fairyland buys not the child of me. His mother was a votress of my order, and in the spiced Indian air by nightfall often hath she gossiped by my side, and sat with me on Neptune's yellow sands, marking the embarked traders of the flood, when we would laugh to see their sails conceive and grow full-bellied with the wanton wind. Which she, with pretty and with charming gait, would follow her womb, then rich with my young squire, and she would sail upon the land, and fetch me trifles, and return again, as from a voyage rich with merchandise. Oh, but she, being mortal, of that boy did die, and for her sake do I rear up her boy, and for her sake I will not part with him.
How long within this wood intend you stay?
Perchance till after Theseus's wedding day, if you will patiently dance in our rounds and see our moonlight revels, go with us. If not, shun me, and I will spare your haunts.
Give me that boy, and I shall go with thee.
Not on thy fairy kingdom. Fairies, away! We will chide downright if I longer stay.
Well, go thy way. Thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee for this injury. Gentle Puck, come hither. Thou rememberest, since once I sat upon a promontory and heard a mermaid on a dolphin's back uttering such dulcet and harmonious breath that the rude sea grew civil at her song, and certain stars shot madly from their spheres to hear the sea maid's music.
I remember.
That very time I saw, but thou couldst not, flying between the cold moon and the earth, Cupid, all armed. A certain aim he took at a fair vestal throned by the west, and loosed his love shaft smartly from his bow. It fell upon a little western flower, before milk white, now purpled with love's wound, and maidens call it love in idleness. Fetch me that flower. The juice of it on sleeping eyelids laid will make or man or woman madly dote on the next live creature that it sees.
I'll put a girdle round about the earth in 40 minutes.
Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania when she's asleep and drop the liquor of it in her eyes. The next thing then she waking looks upon, be it lion, bear, or wolf, or bull, on meddling monkey, or on busy ape, she will pursue it with the soul of love. And ere I take this charm from off her sight, I will make her render up her page to me.
No.
But who comes here?
No.
I am invisible, and I will overhear the conversation.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where is Lysander and fair Hermia? The one I'll stay, the other stays me. Thou toldst me they were stolen unto this wood. And here am I in wood within this wood because I cannot beat my Hermia. Hence, get thee gone and follow me no more.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant, yet you draw not iron, for my heart is as true as steel. Leave you your power to draw, and I'll have no power to follow you.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or rather, do I not in plainest truth tell you I do not? Nor I cannot love you.
And even for that do I love you the more. I'm your spaniel. And Demetrius, the more you beat me, I will fawn on you.
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I'm sick when I do look upon thee.
And I'm sick when I look not on you.
You do impeach your modesty too much. To leave the city and commit yourself into the hands of one that loves you not. To trust the opportunity of night and the ill counsel of a desert place with the rich worth of your virginity.
Your virtue is my privilege. For that it's not night when I do see your face. Therefore I think I'm not in the night. Nor does this wood lack worlds of company. For you in my respect are all the world.
Run from me and hide me in the brakes. And leave thee to the mercy of wild beasts.
The wildest has not such a heart as you. Run then you will. The story shall be changed.
I will not stay thy questions.
No.
Let me go.
Oh.
If thou follow me, do not believe, but I shall do thee mischief in the wood.
In the temple, in the town, in the field, you do me mischief. Why, Demetrius? Your wrongs do set a scandal on my sex. We cannot fight for love like men may do. We should be wooed, and we're not made to woo. I'll follow thee and make a heaven of hell, to die upon the hand I love so well.
Fare thee well, nymph. Ere he leave this grove, you shall fly him, and he shall seek thy love. Pass through the flower there. Welcome, wanderer. I pray thee give it me. I know a bank where the wild thyme blows, where oxlips and the nodding violet grows, quite over-canopied with luscious woodbine, with sweet musk roses and with eglantine. There sleeps Titania, sometime in the night, lulled in these flowers with dances and delight. And there the snake sheds her enameled skin, weed wide enough to wrap a fairy in. And with the juice of this, I'll streak her eyes and make her full of hateful fantasies. Take thou some of it, and seek through this grove. A sweet Athenian lady is in love with a disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, but do it when the next thing he espies may be that lady. Thou shalt know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on. Effect it with some care, that he may prove more fond on her than she upon her love. And see thou meet me here ere the first cock crow.
Fear not, my lord, your servant shall do so.
Come now, a roundel and a fairy song. Sing me now asleep. Then to your offices and let me rest.
You spotted snakes with double tongue. Thorny hedgehogs be not sin. Newts and blind worms do no wrong. Come not near our fairy queen.
Fulfill around with melody, singing our sweet lullaby. La 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 lullaby. La 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 lullaby. Never hunt nor spell nor shun, come our lovely lady night. So good night with lullaby.
Weaving spiders come not near. Hence you long legged spinners' hands. Beetles black approach not near. Worm no snail, do no offense.
Fulfill around with melody, singing our sweet lullaby. La 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 lullaby. La 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 lullaby. Never hunt nor spell nor shun, come our lovely lady night. So good night with lullaby.
What thou seest when thou dost wake, do it for thy true love take. Love and languish for his sake. Be it ounce or cat or bear, pard or boar with bristled hair. In thy eye that shall appear when thou wakest, it is thy dear. Wake when some vile thing is near.
Fair love, you faint with wandering in the wood, and to speak truth, I have forgot our way. We'll rest as Hermia, if you think it good, and tarry for the comfort of the day.
Be it so, Lysander. Found you out of bed, for I upon this bank will rest my head.
One turf shall serve as pillow for us both. One heart, one bed, two bosoms and one single truth.
Nay, good Lysander, for my sake, my dear, lie further off, yet do not lie so near.
Oh, take the sense, sweet, of my innocence. Love takes love's meaning in love's conference. I mean, as to my heart and to yours is knit, so that but one heart we can make of it. Then by your side no bedroom me deny, for lying so, Hermia, I do not lie.
Lysander riddles very prettily. Now, much beshrew my manners and my pride, if Hermia meant to say Lysander lied. But, gentle friend, for love and courtesy, lie further off in human modesty. Such separation, as may well be said, becomes a virtuous bachelor and a maid. So far, be distant, and good night, sweet friend. Thy love ne'er alter till thy sweet life's end.
Amen, amen. To that fair prayer say I, and life when I end loyalty. Here is my bed. Sleep, give it all his rest.
With half that wish, the wisher's eyes be pressed.
Through the forest have I gone, but Athenian found I none, on whose eyes I might approve this flower's force in stirring love. Night and silence, who is here? Weeds of Athens he doth wear. This is he, my master said, despised the Athenian maid. And you're the maiden? Sleeping sound on the dank and dirty ground. Pretty soul, she does not lie near this lackler, this kill courtesy. Churl, upon thy eyes I throw all the power this charm doth owe. When thou wakest, let love forbid sleep on thy eyelids. So awake when I am gone, for I must now to Oberon.
Charge thee, hence, and do not haunt me thus.
Oh, will thou darkling leave me? Do not so, do not so. No, no,
On thy peril, I alone will go.
No, no, no! I'm out of breath in this fond chase. The more my prayer, the lesser is my grace. Happy is Hermia, wheresoe'er she lies, for she has blessed and attractive eyes. How came her eyes so bright? Huh? Not with salt tears. If so, my eyes are of no wash than hers. No, no. I'm as ugly as a bear. For beasts that meet me run away for fear. Therefore no marvel though Demetrius like a monster fly my presence thus. What wicked and dissembling glass of might made me compare with Hermia's fiery eye? Oh, but who's here? Lysander, on the ground. Dead? Or asleep? I see no blood. No wound. Lysander, if you live, good sir, awake!
And run through fire I will, for thy sweet sake. Transparent Helena, nature shows art. Through thy bosom makes me see thy heart. Where is Demetrius? How fit a word is that while live to perish on my soul?
Do not say so, Lysander. Say not so. What though he loves you, Hermia? Lord, what though? Yet Hermia still loves you. Then be content.
Content with Hermia? No. I do repent the tedious minutes I with her have spent. It is not Hermia, but Helena I love. Who would not trade a raven for a dove? The will of man is by reason swayed, and reason says, you are the worthier maid.
Wherefore was I to this keen mockery born? When at your hands did I deserve this scorn? Is it not enough? Is it not enough, young man? I did never know, never can deserve a sweet look from Demetrius' eyes, but you must flout my insufficiency? Good troth you do me wrong. Good sooth you do. In such a disdainful manner me to woo. But fare you well. Of course I must confess, I thought you lord of more true gentleness. Oh, that a lady of one man refused should of another therefore be abused.
She sees not Hermia. Hermia, sleep thou there, and never mayest come Lysander near. For as the soufflet of the sweetest things, the deepest loathings to the stomach brings, or as the heresies that men who leave are hated most of those they did deceive. So thou, my soufflet and my heresy, of all be hated, but the most of me. And all my powers address your love and might, to honor Helen, to be her knight.
Help me, Lysander, do thy best to pluck this calling serpent from my breast. Oh, I mean, for pity. What a dream was here. Lysander, look how I do quake with fear. Methought a serpent ate my heart away, and you sat smiling at his cruel prey. Lysander, what removed? Lysander? Lord? What? Out of hearing? Gone? No sound, no word? Alas, where are you? Speak, and if you hear, speak of all loves. almost with fear. No? Then I well perceive you are not nigh, either dead